Tell me this, did you feel it too? That strange mix of awe and disappointment when Wednesday Season 2 tried to recreate the magic of Jenna Ortega's viral dance, but gave us something completely different. Because I'll be honest, when Myers and Evie Templeton stepped into the spotlight, I was torn between goosebumps and questions. Was this brilliance, or a desperate attempt to bottle lightning twice? Think about it. Season 1 gave us a dance so bizarre, so unpredictable, that it hypnotized the world. Ortega didn't even use a choreographer. She pieced it together herself, pulling from old goth clubs, siouxsie, even vintage punk footage. And it worked because it wasn't supposed to work. It was awkward, unsettling, magnetic. It was Wednesday. Now fast forward to Season 2. Netflix knows that dance is the cultural heartbeat of this show. So what do? They choreograph, rehearse, polish, and package Myers and Evie Templeton's big moment for 2 weeks. They even bring in Lady Gaga with a brand new track, The Dead Dance, dropping the same day as the finale. Genius marketing or manipulative hype? Here's where the controversy begins. Myers herself admitted this was the most fun she'd ever had on set. Evie Templeton called it a pinch-me moment. And I believe them. But here's the secret Netflix doesn't want you to think about. Fun doesn't always translate to cultural impact. You can rehearse every spin, every lift, every Outcast-inspired move, but you can't choreograph magic. And that's where fans are divided. Some are praising the performance as visually stunning, saying it honored Lady Gaga's theatricality and gave Enid her overdue spotlight. But others, they're calling it a forced sequel to a viral sensation that never needed repeating. Because how do you top something that became iconic by accident? So let me ask you this. What made you click play faster, the actual story of Wednesday Season 2, or Netflix dangling the promise of another viral dance? Be honest, because I've got a feeling many of us were baited. And here's the truth that bait worked. The Gaga hype, the interviews, the endless teasers, it pulled millions in. But when you strip it back, was this dance essential to the story, or was it a glossy distraction to recreate last season's lightning in a bottle? That's the pain point. That's the controversy. Because what we're really asking is this, has Wednesday lost its edge by chasing its own shadow? And listen, before I reveal the forbidden knowledge about how this scene actually exposes Netflix's new strategy, I need to say this. If you love deep dives that cut through the hype, if you want the secrets behind the shows everyone else just reacts to, then you're going to want to subscribe right now. Because trust me, what I'm about to tell you isn't surface-level commentary. It's the kind of stuff they don't want fans connecting. Here's the secret no one's saying out loud: the Season 2 dance was never about Enid or Wednesday. It was about Netflix proving they can engineer a viral moment on command. And honestly, that's terrifying. Think back. Season 1's dance wasn't even supposed to happen the way it did. Jenna Ortega was exhausted, fighting through COVID symptoms while filming, and she still built something iconic from scratch. No choreographers, no marketing machine whispering in her ear, just raw instinct. That authenticity is what hooked us. We didn't watch Wednesday dance because Netflix told us to. We watched because it felt forbidden, like we were peeking into a secret ritual that only outcasts could understand. Now compare that to Season 2. Gaga's track, The Dead Dance, was locked, choreographers were hired, and Emma and Evie rehearsed for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's longer than Ortega spent planning her entire performance. Tell me that doesn't scream calculated. But here's the twist. Maybe calculation isn't always bad. Because you can't deny it. The scene looked incredible. The lighting, the costumes, the symmetry between Enid's sunshine and Holly's eerie innocence. It was cinema. Gaga's haunting vocals carried it like an anthem. And if you watched it in the moment, you probably felt goosebumps. Yet the more you think about it, the more you realize this wasn't built to shock us. It was built to trend. And that raises a brutal question. Can art survive when it's designed by an algorithm? Let me put it this way. If you saw this dance without Lady Gaga's name attached, no hype, no teaser, no interviews, would it have exploded? Or would it have been a cool, but forgettable scene that barely made TikTok's radar? And here's where you come in. I want to know, do you think Season 2's dance was iconic? Or was it just a corporate remix of Jenna Ortega's moment? Drop a comment right now with "Ion" if you think Netflix nailed it, or FORCD if you think they fumbled the magic. I'll be checking.